Hey Budget fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are cash stuffing our new April binder, our 52-week savings, this is saving for Christmas, and our 50 envelope savings challenge, which is saving for my boys' birthdays. Has it been a minute, y'all? I have missed you guys. I am so sorry I was away for so long. I did move from Mississippi to Iowa, so it's a pretty far trek, right? And there has been so much going on. I have a lot of emotion, so if you're not ready for that, this may not be the video for you, but I hope that you guys will stick around because this is going to be a chatty video as always, and we are going to cash stuff for the week. Now, I pulled this money. When did I move? A couple of weeks ago. I pulled it right as I left Mississippi with the intention of cash stuffing with you guys right away. Clearly that did not happen, but I am able to cash stuff this now, and then we should have another cash stuffing on Monday or Tuesday. I don't want to make any promises, but I'm trying to get to a Monday cash stuffing, Friday work vlog kind of situation, and then on Wednesday we have something in between. Life is lifing right now though, and honestly, we'll get into it. Like, things have been good, but I just have a lot of emotion. So let's talk about it, but before we do, let's count this cash, make sure we have the money. I almost said that we think we have, but honestly, I have no idea what we have. So let's count it, let's see what we have, and let's see where we can put it. We will also be setting up our April binder, because clearly I don't have any of it in here yet. Oh, I don't have my little tray. We're just gonna lay out the money flat because I, at this moment, don't know where my little money tray is. So let's just lay it down and see what we have. 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400. That 20 is just gonna do what it wants to do. Why did I only get 110? Okay, that's pitiful. Okay, we have 400 and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, $468 to cash stuff today. Before we jump into my move and how I'm doing, let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. I always love checking in with you guys as you're checking in with me. I would love to read your comments and hang out with you in the comment area. I'm not sure where to put this money, y'all, but definitely let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you're up to. Whoa. Y'all, why do I think I need 2 different 20 stacks? I have no idea. Okay, 50s, 20s. We have one lone 10. We have a bunch of 5s. Don't ask me what happened here. I really don't know. And then we have a stack of 1s. So let's start with putting some money into our 52-week savings challenge and our 50 envelope savings challenge. Now this is going to, what do we need? Like 2 or 3 slots to get us kind of back on par with that. So let's start with that. This is pretty self-explanatory, but if you haven't seen these kind of challenges before, I do sell both of these in my Etsy shop. And what you do is, so like for 23, we're gonna put $23 in here. For 24, we put $24 in here. And then by the end of it, we have $1,000 and some odd dollars. I forget what the exact amount is for 50 week, or for the 50 envelope, but for the 52, it's the same thing. This is saving for Christmas for me. And at the end of it, we'll have $1,378. Same scenario, 21 gets $21, 22 gets 22, and so on. So let's start here while we chat, but first let me take a sip of my coffee. Anyway, okay, so let's jump into life. So last you guys left me, last I left you, we were about to move, I'm sure. Honestly, I can't even remember what was said and what was left unsaid in that video. But I was feeling very, very excited about the move, and I got this new like burst of energy and excitement about work. And I will say that is still there. I'm so excited to like reopen the shop. I think because I moved into that little studio apartment with the boys, there was a good little while that I was just like, I don't even care about the shop anymore. I don't want to keep doing it. I still enjoyed the work, but something about that little space just had me feeling really unmotivated with work, and I was like, oh, I need to focus more on YouTube than the Etsy shop. That's really where my passion is at. But somewhere in the move, my passion reignited. I have always, before being in that little studio apartment these last 6 months, I've always been very equally excited about we're gonna put 25 in the 24 and then 25 in the 26 just to kind of even it out. Before that little studio apartment, I was always equally excited about YouTube and Etsy. I loved both of them. I am back to the point, I still love both of them. But for whatever reason, just in that little studio, because I was living in there, working in there, and homeschooling in there. I think I just kind of became uninspired with all of it. Honestly, y'all saw me, I'm sure. I kind of dipped off of YouTube as much. I definitely started to not even want to do the Etsy shop anymore. I was, you know, I don't know. I think I was probably even telling you guys, y'all probably have a better memory than me. Tell me what I was saying, but I'm confident there was a time that I was just kind of saying, like, you know, the full shop may not come back. If I wasn't saying it out loud, I was certainly thinking it, y'all. I just was not, I don't know if I wasn't excited about Etsy or I was just overwhelmed with all of this stuff in such a small space. As soon as I saw this place in Iowa and I knew where we were coming to and stuff, instantly reignited, re-excited about the shop. Okay, so we are going to color this in while we chat. We're gonna get to like more of a life update, not just a chat, a shop update in a second, but we're starting with the shop because I do want to start with the positive. I am back being very excited to having a shop. Have you guys seen these pens before? Hold on, let me sidetrack us for just a second. Is it focusing? There we go. So I bought these pens in thoughts that they will be my kind of travel pens. I don't know why I feel like I needed travel pens, but I'm just thinking if I end up like vacationing or something, these would be great to have for cash budgeting and for, I'm a paper planner gal, so I don't know. I just thought these would be, the camera does not want to focus on these pens, y'all, but trust me. So like they're 2 highlighters in one. So I have just the 3 pens, and obviously that means there's 6 colors in here. I'll link them below if you're interested. This was very random, but I obviously have not found all of my things yet. So I have my travel pens though, because they were in my travel bag with me. Anyway, what was I saying? There has been definitely a reignited spark for the shop, and I'm very excited to relaunch all of my products and get back to like shop vlogs. Like I said, you guys are gonna see a shop vlog on Friday. Now this week's shop vlog is probably going to be rather limited, but I do want to launch a shop vlog on Friday when my Etsy shop relaunches, just to kind of get myself back in the habit of launching these videos and things. So keep an eye out for that. But my full Etsy shop will relaunch on Friday at noon Central Time. So I am very excited about shop stuff, just to kind of bring this back full circle and on point. I'm very excited about shop stuff. Y'all are going to see some changes with how I launch things. I talked about this in a community post, and I'm sure I'll talk about it again on Friday. But just know, I'm like very excited. So we're gonna stuff 21, 22, and 23 today in our Christmas fun. Okay, so there's so much more to talk about with the shop and all of those things, but like let's get off of that for a second. But just know that I am a positive for moving, has been like I have a reignited spark in getting the shop open. Oh, I know one last thing I was gonna say about the shop. Another thing that might be really helping sort of bring my interest up with the shop is that in Mississippi, I tried for so long to find an office space, and there was just nothing available like what I needed. Now, to be completely honest, I haven't really started looking here, so I might have the same kind of luck here, and it might be really discouraging. But I do think here, like, if push comes to shove and I really can't find anything, I might get a apartment. Is that legal and allowed to like run an Etsy shop and just have the apartment for the Etsy shop? I don't even know, but I mean, I feel like I'm gonna find a solution this time. But in Mississippi, because I lived right on the water, I was right on the coast, y'all, so it's not like there's like expansive space everywhere. Like you can go in 3 directions and it's all coastline, and you know, if I were to go inland any, you have to go pretty far inland. Basically, like, space is limited, right? So I just could not find a work office whenever I tried and when I really wanted to do that at that point. And just from some searches online, I think I'm gonna be able to find some stuff in my local area where I'm at now. So shop excitement reignited, very reignited and reinterested in doing YouTube videos and doing more of them. There again, I think that studio, as much money that studio saved me, and to be completely fair in my decisions in life, I knew that I was moving, so it didn't make sense to sign a year lease somewhere bigger. But if I were to make the decision again, I don't know that I would have moved from that house situation that I had to move out of, I don't think I would have moved into the studio. It drained all of the excitement from me when it comes to the shop and work and filming and stuff. So, which brings us into where we are now. Y'all, I think I'm gonna have to change away from doing these chatty cash stuffings and just put them in vlogs. Like, this kind of stuff might start shifting, like our updates might be in our vlog videos. Let me know what you think, because we end up not talking about the cash too much and we talk so much about life, and I still feel like there's so much to catch up on. So maybe your girl just needs to do way more vlogs, and then we will feel like we get to chat more about the cash stuffings. Let me know what you think about that, because I do intend to make more videos. Okay, before we switch from sort of work updates and into life updates, let's pull this and kind of see what cards we need, and we will stuff them into the binder while we chat. Okay, these are our stickers. Might help if you could see things. We have our challenge cards. Again, this is from my shop, so if you're interested, check out my Etsy below. These are the little daily cards, so let's go ahead and pull these out of the plastic. Okay, another coffee intervention. No, intermission. Okay, so let's talk about life while we put this binder together, and then we're going to stuff it. Y'all, I don't know if everybody is just feeling, okay, mental health check-in. Y'all let me know below how you are feeling. Let's start with not blaming my feelings on the move by me just saying, there's been a lot this week, y'all, as far as like social media news there are some family vlog channels that have had a lot of stuff come out, and I probably should not have laid my eyes on it because it's very depressing. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't want you to go search for, I don't know. It's something that I've kept up with. I'm not somebody who's really pro putting your kids online and they being the main content. So I kind of already had my eye on some family vlogging channels before some people went to jail and stuff. So anyway, like that news this week was heartbreaking. Let's put our rent aside and put mortgage in here. Mortgage? No, mortgage. That news was heartbreaking, and then y'all know the bridge collapse. Heartbreaking. I don't know, I just feel like, okay, I've been seeing too much news when I'm already sad, right? So like the news this week has been absolutely sad, but I gotta tell y'all, but whenever I left Mississippi, I was actually joking with family and I was saying, oh wait, I'm putting these cards in backwards, aren't I? I do this every time. Let me focus. I was kind of joking with family, like, we are going to move and my friends aren't going to be there. My kids' friends aren't going to be there. So I'm going to have all this time to like do all this stuff, right? And it was kind of a joke. I knew I was going to be sad to be leaving all of our friends. But y'all, I did not expect, like, I'm truly heartbroken. We are here and our friends are not here. Our local friends that we had in Mississippi, and I'm just extremely sad about it. So if you have ever moved, tell me how long it takes you to just like adapt to your new area. In addition to friends, I knew I was going to be missing the beach. There's no workaround here, y'all. There's no beach in Iowa. There is no beach. I knew I was gonna be sad about that. But I've had an unusually like hard time. I'm usually somebody who can see the good in a situation and go with it. And I feel like I was very much there before the move. And I moved before y'all. I don't know what it is about this particular move. We were, to be fair to myself, we were very invested in our community in Mississippi. And so the only thing I can think that's different about this move is in the past, my kids were not so connected and they didn't have like best friends. My kids left best friends in Mississippi, right? I left best friends in Mississippi that I've made over the last couple of years. So I don't know if it's the friends or what's different this time. But I will say too, once we got here in Iowa, things are not like panning out as easily as I hoped they would be. Now I'm the queen of like, life is hard, you just gotta keep going anyway. Like, I get that, right? There are some public school resources for homeschool kids that I was really excited about. That was one of my main draws to the area, in addition to healthcare. And now healthcare is our main thing that I cannot work around with Mississippi. I knew we couldn't stay there because the healthcare and the hospitals there are just terrible. And so it's not like Mississippi's really an option anyway. like the healthcare system has to be better here, right? And there are options in every direction a couple hours away. And that was not true in Mississippi. Like our closest option for hospitals in Mississippi was New Orleans. And New Orleans is like, you know, New Orleans is New Orleans. I don't know. No shade on New Orleans. I truly love New Orleans, but if that's your best option in the South, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I know healthcare, speaking of, we're putting down a healthcare tab. I know healthcare is going to be better here and there's better options in every direction. But aside from that, y'all, I'm having a hard time. Oh, I was gonna say, the public school resources I was excited about for homeschoolers are full. And I didn't even think that was gonna be an option because it's run by the public school. I thought they would just make more space, like as people need it. I don't know, it's so naive. Homeschool resources was just such a big excitement and reason for me to come to the state. And then every which way I've turned right now, there's not, the resources aren't working out. I even had a public school kind of liaison or whatnot, like who helps homeschoolers. I asked her if there was any secular or religious neutral, because I'm not against any religion, and I don't even want to say like how I fall religiously, because I don't want to divide people. But I enjoy, in a school setting, I enjoy diversity, and you find the most diversity if you find a non-religious or a religious neutral group. That's what I want to be a part of. There are none here. I've even had, you know, like I said, I had a liaison with the public school kind of who lives here and knows the area. I had her kind of do some digging for me, and she messaged me back a couple days later and was like, there are no secular or non-religious homeschooling groups here. And I'm like, how did we have so many secular and non-religious groups in Mississippi? Y'all. But we don't have that option at all here in Iowa. I don't know. I'm in a state of confusion with this whole move. If you have moved, again, please, 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 in the comments, let me know how long it took you to know how much you, like, your true feelings about the area. Was your first impression it, or did your emotions need a moment to like loosen the connection a little bit between like your old hometown and your new hometown? I just did not expect this move to hit me so poorly, and it really has. And I gotta say, that is why I have been away these last couple of weeks. It really didn't have to do so much with the move. I do have some filmed content that I do hope that I edit and kind of put together at some point. But at some point the move hit me in a negative way, and I don't like to film whenever I'm feeling really negative or really like not myself, because I usually am a pretty adaptable person. But this move is hitting me all kinds of funky, so I'm definitely giving it time. Mississippi is not an option for us anyway. My family at this point is now all moving up here. So we will see. And this is a conversation I'm sure that's going to be ongoing on my channel. If you guys want it to be, I guess you can let me know in the comments too. Like, nah girl, we got enough stress going on. We don't need to hear about how your move is going. But I feel like this is very real for me, and it's not something I have heard a lot of people talking about as far as like moving and missing home and how long that transitionary period lasts. Anyway, I don't know. I'm all over the place, but I don't know. There's some good, there's some bad. There is another thought too that I'm having. I wonder if it's just because, or like, I wonder if another reason I'm feeling the way I'm feeling is because I made a video in the past. This is multi-generational living. Like, I don't know if that is playing a part in how I'm feeling, because while we did purchase a duplex together, their side is not ready for them to move in for at least the first like few months, and they actually are still in Mississippi trying to sell their current house. So I think once I got here and I just felt like the weight of this initial part of the move was off my shoulders, I then realized like we're still not going to be settled for, I think the timeline, it keeps growing and growing from what I initially thought in my head to like what it's actually going to take to make this place what it's supposed to be for all of us. So I don't know if that's like also playing a big factor in how I'm feeling, but I don't know. It's just kind of one of those learning things. I knew what I was getting into before we agreed to do this together, but I guess I just didn't know like what what all that meant, and that's where I'm at with that. Okay, so we are going to pause right here. I'm actually going to stuff these last few off camera because y'all, we're gonna be here all day. But let's go ahead and stuff this cash over here and see sort of where we can put it. Now, y'all, my income is tanking because I have not really been putting stuff on, I have not been really putting products or new products on Etsy lately, and I have not been putting out videos, so my income is absolutely atrocious this month. But I did get paid last week, and I put all of it towards my mortgage and some of my bills. I do need to pay the car note still for April. So typically I would have all this way more stuffed, but you know, it's just kind of like a funky week. Bills, let's go ahead and put 50, 100, 50, 200. This is gonna take like all our money, y'all. 200, 20, 40, 50. Let's put 250 towards bills because I do have that car note. Now, it doesn't technically need to be paid until the middle of the month. I usually pay it the first of the month, but I'm gonna give myself some grace on this. Another thing, y'all, that I think has me a little bit upset is I didn't realize moving was going to cost as much as it did cost. I would love to make a moving breakdown and maybe how you could save some money, whereas I did not. But a lot of my savings is depleted. I had some money in the bank that I had some really fun ideas with, and with the moving truck and all of the things, and you know, like losing some income in the move because I haven't been posting stuff. Just money is tight, and I'm used to having a little bit of a cushion here and in the bank, and I feel like it's all gone, right? Which is totally fine, but I'm just trying to be open and transparent with you about where I've been and where my money situation is and all of the things. Subscriptions, those have been coming out automatically. I need to get those in check, but we're not worried about it at this second. Oh, y'all, this is so sad. Okay. Groceries, we're just gonna put $10. Let's go old school. Y'all know I'm used to money being tight. Let's put a little bit everywhere. So groceries is gonna get $10. Subscriptions is gonna get $10. We'll just put a little bit everywhere until we build it back up. That is how it goes. Healthcare, let's put 15 in healthcare because I will need medicine pretty soon for my thyroid issues. So put that here. 15 in healthcare. 1 month ahead, let's color in the 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, if you are a member on my membership site, I will be launching this April design to you guys in the next couple days. Keep an eye out for it. It might even launch on Friday for you guys as well. I need to get in a better routine with that, but literally everything right now is just kind of like I need to get in a better routine with it. Debt payments, thankfully no debt payments, so we're good there. Let's not even worry about that one. 150 savings, let's put in a 5. Y'all tell my mood is just, it's just off. I'm sorry. I really prefer not to film and put like bad or sad energy out there, but y'all also may just, y'all wouldn't be able to see me. Like, and I'm trying to get in a better routine of filming consistently, and like the only way to do that is just to do it, right? Monthly savings challenge, let's put 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 6. So the 6 and the 8. The last couple months I've also been trying to stuff kind of 2 monthly binders at once. I think this month we're just going to focus on April. Once April is fully stuffed, then we're going to worry about May's bills and so on. So that's going to be different for us, but I just want to try it and see if it's a little bit more motivating and more fun, because so far I've not really been able to 5, 6, 7, 8. I have not been able to fully stuff a month before I'm moving on to the next month, and so I'm getting like half binders done. So if you guys are doing the monthly binders, let me know how you do it and how you would like to see me do it. I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do to try to figure out what is the best routine for me, but I would love to hear y'all's opinions on how you're doing it and how you would like to see it in case this doesn't work well for me, and then I can try it a different way. But I think for this month I'm going to fully stuff this binder, including the savings challenges, and then we will worry about the mortgage and the bills and stuff for next month. We'll see how I feel about that at the start of next month, because we may end up just pulling some of this savings money to pay for the mortgage that is due at the start of the month, but then again, the car note is not until the middle of the month, and that's my second biggest bill or expense, right? I would also like to start doing some more writing out my budget and really talking through my budget. Let me know if you guys would like to see that in a cash stuffing video. If you would like to see it in a cash stuffing video, would you like to see me cash stuff first and then write out the plan for next week following that cash stuffing? If you would like to see me write it out, go to the bank, then cash stuff, like all in one video, like so starting with the paper budget, let me know. Or if you want your own, if you want like separate budget videos, let me know that too. Like I said, it is really my intention to get on here a whole lot more, and I'm hoping that now that this cash stuffing is done and that little whirlwind of an update is out into the air, we can move on to stuff more exciting. Now, I know I don't have to share like all of this stuff with you guys, but I know that before I'm able to move on to the next part, I want to like explain where I'm at and give you guys the real life version of what's happening, not like just skip over chapters, right? So that's that. Now we can move on to hopefully something more exciting. I will definitely see you guys Friday for a very quick kind of in the shop vlog as I launch or relaunch the products on Etsy. So you will be seeing me very, very soon for that. That vlog should launch, that vlog will probably go up at noon, like when the shop is like reopened and you can shop it, or maybe it'll go up just like 10 minutes before noon, so right after the vlog, that's when it opens. Anyway, we will see, but the intention is that every other Friday I will be launching new products and more inventory. So every other Friday starting this Friday, and then on those in-between Fridays you'll kind of get shop and sale update vlogs from me. So like the packing of the orders, the kind of talking you guys through where I'm at, maybe showing you guys some of the local places I'm checking out that I might rent as like a workspace. So we will see, but the intention is moving forward, there's going to be some kind of an office vlog every single Friday. There will be a cash stuffing on Mondays, and then Wednesday will be whatever we feel like doing for that week, right? Okay. This was a very updatey video. I do miss you guys. I will see you again on Friday. As always, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.